how to be more confident with content, sales, and coaching. So I did a workshop for Forward Moves yesterday, which was fun. I think there was like maybe 12 in there. And I would say, the nicotine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The boy's cooked.
Hungry. Yeah. And my brain is dying.
Asked in the chat, like, what is the biggest issue in your business right now? And all of them said lead gen. Like, probably 90% of them said lead gen. And then confidence in sales came up once or twice. Or converting came up once or twice. So it's like, okay, lead gen, yes, you're looking at that as the problem, but it's not. It's like, why are you not getting the leads? Is it everything that we've just spoke about? You're not doing the outreach, you're not talking to people, you're not whatever, which is really hard to do if you're not confident in what you do.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to put out content if you're not confident in what you do.
How do you project the way you should if you're not confident?
Yeah. Yeah,
people love energy.
It's very challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're so worried about what every other PT is going to think of this post,
you're
not putting it out.
Absolutely. Like, just how you create the content or how you plan it, let alone how you deliver it, it's all going to have holes in it.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have that confidence and someone does, they're very polarizing.
Yeah.
But how do you get it? Practice is the easiest way to... Well, you know what? Actually, I don't think people really understand what the fuck it is that they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no one's... Like, how many light bulb moments do we... Like, we layered stand out so that it does all that.
Yeah.
And how many times do we sit back and it's like, once someone, like, knows who it is that they work with and what they do and the problems they solve and how their method solves all of that stuff, like, go through the steps, how much more dialed in are they with everything?
So much easier.
Where at the moment they're like, I train people, we lose weight, and I make them feel better.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not exciting at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have some resources and I have some...
Yeah, and deep down they're like, I don't actually think I'm that good at my job.
Yeah.
Because this person know more than me.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like, maybe they know more than you because their clients need to know more than you. Maybe you know more than your clients. Yeah. So who gives a fuck?
And you'd be better at training your clients than the person that you think's smarter than you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So they look at all of these people as these reference points, but don't understand that, like, in their bubble, that's possibly what needs to happen for them to operate.
Yeah.
And then you're in your bubble, which is not the same one. And you operate the way you operate to get the people that you work with.
Yeah. I think especially too, if you're a coach that operates in a coaching space, you have a coach, you hang out with other coaches, you're in the world, but you don't coach coaches.
Yeah.
It's like, you think I have to be as smart as my coach.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Yeah. I've literally spoken to a coach who coaches his clients, and we were just saying the same thing with different words.
Yeah.
Like, I was just saying it in bro, and he was saying it out of a textbook. And I'm like, but like, if I talk like that to my guys, they're not going to understand it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is how I speak. I can
Let's
use the enzymes and the fucking this. You know, I can do it.
Yeah.
I've done it, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Where if I talk the way I talk, the people who I work with go, I get it.
Yeah.
And you just need to understand that. It's nice to sound smart, but sometimes the people that you want to hear it don't understand.
And we spent so long like, I don't understand. They're not that smart. Like, how many times did we say that?
Absolutely.
How is this person so fucking big? They're not that smart, because we were just like, knowledge and education was value.
Yeah.
So if we know more than everyone else, then we're more valuable than everyone else, and it's not.
And some of the best working relationships that I've had are with people who are like closet smart. Well, not even closet smart. Really intelligent, but just only used it when they needed to.
Yeah.
But then when most of the time it was just like, just talking like a fucking normal meathead would, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that that's valuable to have that switch.
Yeah.
If that's who you need to work with.
Yeah, and if you don't, you don't. You know what I mean?
I agree.
If your client base is just like get fit, tone up, or lose weight, lose 5 kilos, like
You see
the
it all
last
the time.
5 kilos or whatever, like you don't need that. And I think what people lose, so how to fix that, right? We obviously talk about the value compass. Yes, it's still on the website. Go and get it. You're welcome. One of the biggest things that we do inside that, and it's a shame we can't do it in the workshop because it takes a little bit too long,
Yeah.
is the 100 pain points.
Yeah.
If you can write down 100 problems that your clients think about, not that you see,
Yeah.
not they don't eat enough protein, not they don't train close enough to failure, not
Yeah.
if you can find 100 things that they're worried about or questions they ask or concerns they have, itemize them into categories, which we call pillars. And it's like, okay, so there's a bunch over here on mindset. There's a bunch over here on programming, on nutrition, on training. I think all personal trainers should have those 3.
Yeah.
Programming, nutrition, training.
Yeah.
Nutrition should be inside your scope. Yes, you can still get results, blah, blah, blah. All the bullshit.
Fine print.
Yeah, and then there's maybe 1 or 2 on the outside of that you're a
That
specialist
differentiate
that you
you.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
have mentality and we have... we call it recovery because we call it the master method.
Yeah, but still living the lifestyle.
I would like to call it lifestyle. So that's a big part of it. So then you go, right, well, there's 100 things in here that have been distributed across all of these pillars. This is where I operate. This is what I do. I don't care about anything outside of that.
Yeah.
Can I solve all of those? Yes. Like, most personal trainers' brains would fucking explode if they could just see that.
Yeah.
It's like you can solve 100 problems for your client.
Yeah, and even if you think 100 is big right now, you can solve 30, you can solve 40, you can
Yep.
solve 50. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah, because they'll be 30 big ones.
Yeah.
And the more deeper you get into the numbers, is the more specific they'll be.
Yeah.
And smaller, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So even the 10 biggest rocks, if you can solve them, you're 90% of the way there.
Even just building confidence. Like, if you do the first 10 and master the first 10 and know that you can solve the first 10, what confidence does that give you to keep pushing more
Yeah.
and understanding more?
Yeah. So I think just understanding your value, what you bring to the table, what you offer,
Yeah.
what your service and product actually is,
Yeah.
and why it's not the same as the PT sitting next to you is so easy. And that allows you to have the posture like you did to be like, yeah, I get it, bro, but my clients don't give a fuck. Like, I write my content like this because my clients speak that way.
Yeah.
And I do this because my clients speak that way. And I don't care about the fucking rib cage angle, inhalation, fucking...
the jargon.
Like, I don't care because my clients don't care.
Yeah.
I just need to put them in the position.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's still...
It's like, I know, but I don't need to tell them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if I don't know to the level you know, my clients still get results.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think maturing as a coach for me was I started to look at all these complex models and systems. I started to look at the athletes and coaches that use them. And I started to look at the outcomes.
Yeah.
There was no difference.
Yep.
The clients that I talked to about it versus the clients I didn't talk to about it versus the coaches I worked with that did it, that didn't do it, and that their athletes that did it and didn't do it, and who I saw at the top and who I saw at the middle, and more importantly, who I saw at the bottom in terms of like high responder, say.
Yeah.
It was no different.
Yeah.
The good people were going to get results no matter what.
Yeah.
There was no exceptional difference in
In the middle.
the middle. And if anything, the lower responders did worse.
Yeah.
Because it was too complicated
Yeah.
and they didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it was just like, why are we bothering with any of this? Like that's why I'm almost sitting in now to this, like, not reductionist, but it's just like, what's the fucking point? Just move all the noise. What's the point? What do you need to do?
Yeah.
Let's do that really fucking well and put you in the best position to do that really, really well.
Yeah.
And that's programming, nutrition, lifestyle, mentality, like whatever it is, what's just the thing? And how do we get you to do it to the best of your fucking ability?
Yeah. that's a man who's done a lot to bring it down to that simple, though.
Agreed. Yeah.
Which everyone will get there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's hard when you like, I don't want to be the guy that I used to see on Facebook that's like, just shut the fuck up and train, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have to do all the shit to then...
Yeah, you have to...
You have to train and then overcomplicate it and then realize that overcomplicating it doesn't work
to bring it
and
back.
then just shut the fuck up and train again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
It's a weird thing. But, yeah, I think everyone should be aspiring to that.
Absolutely. And then just be willing to buy your own product. If you're not willing to buy your own product, you won't sell it properly.
Agreed.
You can't sell something you see no value in.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.